I thought he could go for the big 4-0-0 against this team, and he went just barely over 3-0-0 with 3-0-5.
It was unnecessary.
Oh, it was unnecessary.
But you told me, you said you wanted to see Aaron Rodgers get back into the MVP race with a performance.
Yeah.
Okay, now he gives you that.
Well, I wanted extrauraordinary. I wanted 400. I wanted 400.
Okay.
It's the 49ers, except they should have been called the 29ers last night. Because they were about 29% of what they were.
Skip, the guy only threw 31 passes.
Only 31?
Only 31.
Oh.
Your guy threw...
No, wait, he completed 31.
No, he completed 25.
25 to 31. Okay, got it. Okay, here's my issue with your man. When the going gets tough, the tough don't really get going, as in Aaron Rodgers, because this year, I've seen 2 games just previous to this game that was this virtuoso we saw last night. I saw Aaron Rodgers at Tampa Bay. I saw him throw almost back-to-back pick sixes.
Okay, it happened.
I saw him then psychologically, mentally fold like a lawn chair at a Tampa retirement community the rest of the game. For the final 3 quarters of that game, he scored exactly 0 points, and he just went right in the psychological tank.
Right.
I'm like, really? Aaron, you're tougher than that, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're a first ballot Hall of Famer. You can't just fold in Tampa like that up against the GOAT.
Yeah, kind of like your guy did against Chicago. Folded.
Oh, I don't think he folded. It was 21-19, and he's throwing for the win at the end of the game.
He forgot.
Oh, okay.
He forgot.
Well, this isn't about my guy. It's about your guy.
My guy was
so then just a few days back at home, the frozen tundra of Lambeau.
It wasn't frozen. Stop saying
it's
that.
starting to be frozen. I think it was snowy.
It was not snowy.
Dalvin Cook didn't think it was frozen either because he lit it on fire.
Oh,
he ran Aaron Rodgers off the field and company off the field just this past Sunday. What was that about?
So Aaron Rodgers play defense now. So see, hold on now. I just want to make sure, because when the Packers defense can't stop an opposing player's quarterback or running back, you blame Rodgers. But when the Patriots defense can't stop an opposing running back or quarterback, you blame Belichick.
You know, I'm going to defer to another Hall of Famer who happened to play quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers and won 4 championships.
Okay.
His name is Terry Bradshaw, and he works for this network and on the Fox pregame show. Yeah. He delivered a fairly scathing rebuke of what he didn't see from Aaron Rodgers Sunday against Minnesota.
Right.
And if we could see and hear Terry on Aaron.
You know, I think about a lot of great quarterbacks in bad situations when the team isn't ready to play. Green Bay was not ready to play at home last week hosting the Vikings. Not ready. Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback, wasn't ready. Had that been Burt Jones, he would have been all in their face. How about my boy Troy Aikman? All in that face. Rallying the troops to play, but not Aaron.
He also went on to say Tom Brady would have been all in their face.
So was Tom Brady?
I've always said that Aaron is more of a solo act. He's got some diva to him. He's extraordinarily gifted. We get that. You call him the greatest thrower of the football ever.
Yep.
Is he the greatest leader ever? No, he is not. This is one reason, just one reason, that he won 1 Super Bowl, because he only got to 1, and it was 10 years ago.
Okay.
Because when things go wrong, it's like, don't look at me, man. I just throw. That's all I do is throw. I throw pretty passes. I throw cool passes. I throw hot doggy passes. That's what I do. But I don't lead this team. If you guys stink, I don't want any part of you. It's a little LeBron-esque, frankly.
If you don't mind me asking. First of all, Burt Jones never made it to a Super Bowl. Second of all, Aaron Rodgers has never played with a Hall of Fame offensive player.
I think he's playing with one right now.
Okay.
Devontae.
He's got to put this together. Now, Brady has played with 2, we know, Randy Moss and Rob Gronkowski. Tom Brady has also had the luxury for 20 years having the greatest coach in NFL history at his luxury. We're going to talk about that a little later and what that means and what that has meant to Tom Brady. See, it's easy to take shots at Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers is condescending. He's aloof, and sometimes he rubs a lot of people in the wrong way. And I don't like some of the things he says. I don't like the way he conducts and he points finger. But I will not deny his talent. I will not deny how great
nor will I. Go ahead.
But at the end of the day, Skip, he had a bad game. They lost. Why is it that every time when Tom Brady loses, the team just played unbelievable? But if Aaron Rodgers loses, he didn't have him ready to play. So every time a team loses, Aaron Rodgers' team loses, he didn't have him ready to play. Tom Brady team loses, the team was just played better. Did you see Khalil Mack? Did you see that defense? Did you see what had yada, yada, yada? We got to stop doing that. We got to stop looking for a reason.
Time out. Tom Brady was criticized, if not condemned, from sea to shining sea at Chicago that night when he was all over the offensive line in the third quarter for not protecting him and for getting a silly headbutting penalty after a play was over.
No, Skip. Oh, no, I'm not talking about that. We're talking about how he banged his helmet on Monday night against the Giants. My thing is that when Tom's team loses, it's never because they're not ready to play. Aaron Rodgers' team loses, he didn't have them ready to play. We've got to stop with that. How about give the other team some credit instead of trying to give blame to Aaron? That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so what happened against the 49ers last year, both times at San Francisco? What happened? Remember week 12?
Yes.
Okay, so the 49ers were then the 49ers.
Yes.
They were mostly at full strength.
Yes.
And Aaron goes back to his home area. He's not exactly from the San Francisco Bay Area, but he's close by.
Right.
And he rings up a grand total of 104 yards passing. And he gets sacked 5 times, and he lost a fumble, and he had a QBR of 13. So he goes from that 99 last night, he had a 13 on a scale 0 to 100.
Right.
Then he returned for the NFC Championship game, as you know, and he threw 2 interceptions. He fumbled 3 times in that game and lost one of them. So he had 3 turnovers, and he had a grand total QBR of 23. So 13 and 23 against the full-strength 49ers. But when he's playing the practice squad 49ers, he rings up an all-time great 99. So it's like Prince is singing nursery rhymes. It's just silliness to me. It's like you're playing against nobodies. You're playing against a lot of guys who, like in preseason games that we used to have, won't even be on the roster at some point fairly quickly, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. But all I'm saying is that, okay, Aaron did not play well, and we saw they ran for almost 300 yards against him. And yes, they got over him. And that's a very different defense this year than what it was last year. But when Brady plays bad, we don't go. So what was his QBR against Tennessee? His very last game, pick six. Should have had 2 of those, remember? Because Logan dropped another one right before the half.
Should have had the 2 seed in the AFC, but Belichick's defense let Fitzmagic go 83 yards.
You see what you just did? You see what you just did?
I just gave you the fact. I spat a fact at you that closed the case.
So who's